It's about 9:30 in the morning on Saturday, June 8th, and the sheep did not cross the wire. Nor did the cows. The bulls here. I'm surprised the bulls didn't cross the wire. I was half worried that I'd be getting early calves next year, and I wouldn't know whether it was a South Pole or a cross with this guy. So anyway, I should really neuter him. I should probably neuter him. Probably bring him down with the steer here. Get the steer neutered, or the bull calves neutered here soon. It is about 84 degrees. It's about 68% humidity, I think is what it said. So it says real feel 93. The sun is hot. We haven't had rain here since the last storm, which I believe was either Monday or I think it was Monday or Sunday or something like that. But so you can see the ground is starting to dry out, and the grass is I don't know the right way to put it. The grass seems to be doing fine. It doesn't look like it's wilting or anything like that. But some of the other plants are not happy. They got to get their roots down deep if they want to get some moisture. But it just looks like, it's dry. It's a little bit dry. Yes, there is humidity. It does feel warm. It's not terrible though. I probably wouldn't want to do heavy exercise out here for very long, but So the sheep did not cross the wire. If they did, they went back. So I think this wire experiment is a success. If you're wondering, that's where the wire is. It's about halfway down the pole, which, the cows could just step over that any day they wanted to, but they're not. So we do make it extra tight because if it sags, it gets really close to the ground. My field is extraordinarily flat, not level, but flat. Meaning when I went and inspected that there wasn't like any elevation changes between the posts that would cause the wire to be too low, that it wasn't a problem. This is number 36. This is the one that I doctored the feet on. She's looking like she's not having a good day. I'm going to get her to stand up and walk for me. She is putting a little bit of weight on her front left hoof there, just a little bit. I think the bandages come off on her right foot, and it's worn through on the left foot, so she's using her left foot. So what I look for hoof problems is obviously if they're limping, but what you want to look for, and what I'm looking for, is their head movement when they walk. If you see how she walks, her head goes up and down. The other thing you can watch is the back. If the back arches when they're taking like one step, and it goes from concave to convex when they're not comfortable. So you can kind of, this sheep here, her back right hoof is overgrown by quite a bit. Her back left hoof as well. But you can see that she's kind of tender. She's kind of careful with her feet. I don't know why the hooves have grown so much. Maybe it's just the protein in the grass. But I got to get him a good hoof trim. You might be worried about the animals in this degree of heat. This is nothing. The animals don't even care. I guess the sheep are kind of, taking it easy and soaking up the rays. But the bulls and the cows don't even notice that it's hot. It's not until it gets a little bit hotter than this that they start to notice. But the bulls will sweat. They'll get like a wet coat. You'll see like beads of sweat rolling off their coat. They don't pant so much as sweat. The cows will drink a bunch more water when they're hot. The sheep, I think the sheep do too, but I don't really see them drinking water. They drink like so little water. Their pee is so thick, they don't really pee that much either. But these cows aren't even warm. They're probably like, oh, it's finally room temperature, And the South Pole is bred to be very much tolerant to the heat. And so the South Pole is probably still thinking it's a little bit cold. He can't wait for summer to come. So, what a beautiful bull. Anyway, on the bloat issue, so researching a little bit, sometimes the sheep, when they get into grain, they'll bloat. And so it's a possibility that there was some ripe grain on the grass stalks here that poor little lamb ate too much of and got bloat due to that. And you know, when you're raising sheep, you just gotta, at the beginning of the year, if you have 100 sheep, just expect that 2 or 3 of them are going to die. It's just going to happen. There's nothing you can do. And just expect it. And that way, if you know, if only 1 dies, you're kind of counting your blessings. If 4 dies, you're like, well, it's a little bit more than I expected. But the culling rate for sheep, people have suggested as high as 10%. Getting rid of 10% of your ewes each year, even when you're trying to grow the flock. And you know, I've already lost, oh gosh, 2 ewes and a couple of lambs. And so I've already lost like 4 sheep this year, which is probably high. But these weren't top quality sheep. These were sheep that were rejected, and that if I took them to market, they probably would not get a good price at all. So I learned a lot from these sheep, and that's what I need to learn, is like, what do you do when things go wrong, or what does it look like when things go wrong? And that's even an important thing to know. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Take care, and bye-bye.